Thank you for having me in this remote capacity at this distinguished and highly significant conference, Media Literacy as a Prerequisite for Active Citizenship. I just want to confirm that everything is okay and you can hear. Okay, thank you. Well, media and information literacy, and UNESCO shares this viewpoint, is a prerequisite for active citizenship, where citizens are making decisions based on credible information and with critical understanding. And UNESCO is committed to supporting media education as early as 1982, and that's almost 40 years ago. This was articulated in a Grunwald Declaration, and since then, many declarations and concrete actions have reaffirmed this position. Today, children and youth are at the heart of this need for education. The information behavior changed, and their information experiences and our information habits are less structured. Information often comes from friends' recommendations, from Facebook algorithms, or just some scraps of information. So we're all faced with the challenge of finding new formats and new platforms to send reliable media and information content to platforms that children and young people use. But this is also an opportunity. So children and young people often lack critical media and information literacy competencies. We call this MIL competencies. There is a strong need for involvement of the industry. For example, one research in UK shows that 1 out of 2 people believe that if the information is showed on Google, it is then authorized, credible information and not raw material. As well, the media as content creators need to be included in the education about media and information literacy. In other words, giving people technology and tools is the right thing, but supporting education and knowledge on how to use it properly and with good intentions is as equally the right thing. Thus, UNESCO recognized in 2008 the importance of the approach through a composite concept. So it's media and information literacy. These are traditionally seen as separate and distinct fields. Information literacy focuses on the purposes of engaging with information and the process of becoming informed. For example, searching for an information on Google or searching for some information in a library. Media literacy has a similar concern, but begins from a different point. The media literate person understands the nature of the roles and functions of media and other information providers in society. So it was UNESCO's strategy to bring these two fields together as a combined set of competencies, meaning knowledge, skills, and attitude necessary for life and work today. And through this composite concept, media and information literacy considers all forms of media and other information providers, such as libraries, archives, museums, and internet intermediaries as well. And competencies that are encompassed in this concept empower citizens to understand the functions of the media and other information providers, to critically evaluate their content, and to make informed decisions as users and producers on the information and media content. So this was a little bit of background of what is the concept of media and information literacy for UNESCO. Southeast Europe is also a focus for UNESCO. UNESCO is working in this region with financial support from the European Union in promoting freedom of expression and press freedom in Southeast Europe and Turkey. This is being implemented through the project titled Building Trust in Media in Southeast Europe and Turkey, that seeks to strengthen freedom of expression, access to information, free, independent and pluralistic media, and development of media and information literacy. This is not the first time UNESCO is engaged in this region with the support and partnership with the European Union. There were, it builds upon two projects that were previously done in 2009 and in 2013. So this project that is currently being implemented and where Macedonian School of Journalism and Public Relations is a partner has 3 components. It's supporting efficient and sustainable self-regulation mechanisms, improving internal governance of media organizations, And the third component, and this is the one I am involved in, is increasing public demand for quality media and empowering citizens through media and information literacy. Media and information literacy is only starting to be developed by researchers, by policymakers, civil society, and the media in the region of Western Balkans. However, only a few researchers have been done. For example, the research conducted in Serbia by the Media Coalition showed that there is a false impression on the level of media and information literacy among young people. It concluded that education on this is necessary, especially about social media. But the education on media and information literacy is scarcely present, if at all, in school curricula. And when it is present, it usually comes very late, at the end of high school education, and it's encompassed into an elected subject. And there is also the question of the capacity of teachers to deliver quality education on media, quality media educations. But there are organizations that are actively working on teachers training in the region, so it's not a full stop at the end. The same research I was citing showed that young people can recognize media manipulations and the ways that media impact people around them, but they regard themselves as being immune to such influences. So there is not a lot of self-awareness. While you're aware that the media can manipulate with your friends and family, perhaps, you're not very critical how it affects you. This is what the research showed. So campaigns by different stakeholders are very important in raising awareness. And majority of innovative practices of media and information literacy are being conducted, mainly provided by NGOs, and usually take place in informal education setting. Not always, but many times. There was one criticism that was heard in the second European Media and Information Literacy Forum that was recently held in Riga, and that is that project-based pedagogies don't produce knowledge. But there is such a significant number of projects on media and information literacy being implemented in this informal environment, and this all amounts to knowledge. One of the weaknesses is research, evaluation, and assessment. And this is why the research report being presented at the conference today, Media Literacy in Macedonia through the prism of secondary education, the civic sector and the media, this is why it is so important, because media and information literacy policies must be based on empirical evidence, and this research is providing just that, and being one of the first in the region to get into the subject in detail. At UNESCO, it is a belief that both structured and unstructured approaches are necessary. This is why one of our initiatives of UNESCO and partners is the launching of a global social media strategy called MilClicks. It's a pioneering initiative, and we firmly believe it will contribute to increasing the knowledge of citizens worldwide on media and information literacy. So this social media strategy will be implemented on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram on one side, providing structured approach using parts of the different curricula developed by UNESCO through infographics, to perhaps some more structured Facebook or Twitter real-time classes. But on the other side, at the same time, having the unstructured approach to creative posts relating to real life, like more organic learning process. So our goals with this initiative and all other initiatives is to increase the desire of people to get trained in media and information literacy, and for media to write about media and information literacy. UNESCO is also supporting the development of country national policies that have media and information literacy in focus. This is also one of the activities of the project Building Trust in Media in Southeast Europe and Turkey. This is currently being, national consultations are currently being conducted by a partner in Serbia and in Albania. I'm inviting you to take a look and use the resources that UNESCO already developed. They developed media and information literacy curriculum for teachers, guidelines for broadcasters to promote media and information literacy, guidelines for preparing national MIL policies and strategies. There is a global MIL assessment framework. So there are a lot of publications already done that can be used to provide more insight into how is a certain project on MIL having impact, or how are policies being developed in a country. All these resources are available free at UNESCO website. And I would like to end this presentation with a call to everyone to take part in the global celebration of media and information literacy through the Global MIL Week. Global MIL Week will be held in the first week of November in Sao Paulo in Brazil. But there are many opportunities to remotely participate. For example, registering the events or registering projects on media and information literacy online on the website of UNESCO's Global Media and Information Literacy Week. This will certainly be visible in Sao Paulo and will make an echo at the conference. I would like to thank you for your patience, and thank you for having me in this, again, remote capacity. Thank you.